SWEET pachishona toti chiwitsi ndio watora moyo wa Mr. Pujiti. Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel, Life with Michelle. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe and you like and you join the crew. And if you're not and you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It won't really work cause we built a wall. Questions in the air, tears on the floor. It's hurting me to go, baby, you don't know. Today's video, as already the title says, is going to be me just answering questions you asked me on Instagram. I think I've already promised to make this video since like 2 weeks or a month already, I don't know. And most of these questions you guys asked me were about coming to Germany, procedures and stuff. I'm going to read all the questions out loud and give my answer to it. And all this information is based on what I researched, people I asked who used the same method, and what I asked around at embassies and stuff like that. So if you had a different procedure or like a different method, or like different ideas, please feel free to share in the comment section to help out somebody who is really looking for this information and can't get hold of it. And if like whatever I say was a bit different to what you did, or you think is not correct, or you actually have some updated information, please also feel free to say. I won't be offended at all, and we can help somebody who is really looking for the information. So let's just get right. I managed to categorize all those questions because reading every question out loud was going to take so much time, and I know a very long video is boring. I'd rather get straight to the point than going around beating around the bush. So first question, or the category of the question, was how do I come to Germany? I have no idea how to come to Germany. I really want to come to Germany, stuff like that, with like no specific question on a method. So I'm going to first of all start by saying all the different methods or the different ways of coming to Germany. And mind you, my answers do not apply to everybody around the world. It applies to people coming from Zimbabwe, because I also came from Zimbabwe, and I'm not really sure how it works from other countries, but I'll definitely do my research and answer the questions that you also asked me, and you're not coming from Zimbabwe. But for now, the answers I have are for people coming from Zimbabwe. So if you're coming from Zimbabwe and you're curious about coming to Germany, if you're staying in Zimbabwe, I would first of all advise you to go to a place called Zimbabwean-German Society. I'm also going to put the address in the description box so that it's very much easier for you to access and to know where it's situated, because I'm going to give you information, but I'm not sure how, like if it's up to date and stuff, because of these all different what are the rules and regulations that are always like updated every year and stuff like that. And when you go to Zimbabwean-German Society, it's actually a language school learning German, but there they have like different flyers and information on how to come to Germany, which method you can use, the requirements needed for specific methods. Nevertheless, I'm going to say out some methods that I know of, and you can like dig deeper into that. The first method is coming to German as a language student, right? In German, people do not speak English. If you watched my video before, you know what I'm talking about. So here, the language spoken here is called Deutsch. You need that to be able to get in the job industry in Germany, to be able to survive generally in Germany. So there is a process of coming here and learning the language here, other than learning it at home. And for this, you will need to go to the German embassy in Zimbabwe and fill out some application forms, and you're going to apply the visa of a tourist, like the tourist visa, which is like I think 3 months you're going to apply. But I should warn you that for every visa, almost every visa granted to come to Germany, you need to have at least the basic language level, the different levels A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 respectively, and you need to have at least A1. So you're going to learn A1 I'm sorry if my information is all over the place. I'm just so excited and eager to share the information with you guys. I can't really arrange it properly in my head. Let me try this. I was saying, coming to Germany as a language student, you're going to need to have the A1 level of the German language, and you're going to go to the German embassy in Zimbabwe. Oh my god, why can I not speak? Yeah, and there you're going to apply for a tourist visa. This one is an easier way as compared to actually applying for a language school, which is here in Germany whilst you're still in Zimbabwe. It's a bit difficult, I would say. So I'd advise you to get the tourist visa. I don't know if it changed, but applying for a visa, it depends on how fast you want it. The first price is $25. That is like for, I don't know how long that one takes. And then the fast one is $45. I also don't know how long it takes. And then the super fast one is $80. That takes like a fortnight, and it will already be ready most of the times if there are not any like complications. So you come to Germany with your tourist visa, and then as soon as you come here, you start applying to schools. I know a lot of language schools in Berlin. Actually, they are everywhere. And then you apply, and as soon as you apply for a language school and you get a place at a language school, you're now here as a language student. You also go again to the Ausländerbehörde, it's called. It's like the immigration offices, and then now you update your visa when you already have the documents from the school, like showing that you're a language student and here and stuff like that.
But let it be known, it's not as easy and very less complicated as I make it sound. There's so many procedures involved, and also requirements. Even if you apply for the visa when you're now here, something like blocked account, proof of residence, and so forth. If you're interested in this particular method, please let me know and I can specialize on it.
But you're going to need to have a place to stay when you come here. That's what you need to know also. Arrange that before coming, maybe with someone you know, anything, so that you have a place to stay, because these language schools are not like boarding schools where you can actually stay there. Feel me? The second way to come here is coming by a method called au pair. I think somebody already asked me also in the DM, and one of the questions was, do you know how au pair works? How do I come as an au pair? The procedure is also quite simple, only that this one takes a bit longer, I would say, but it's totally worth it if you like wait, because it's like quite a reliable method. There's so many agencies that are using au pair and stuff like that. What is au pair überhaupt, you might ask me? Au pair is sort of like a cultural exchange method, but you will be coming and leaving with a German family for a maximum of 18 months, learning the language and also helping them learn your culture by living with them. It's like an integration, you know what I'm saying? But as you'll be living there, you won't be living there as like I don't know, some foreign person. You'll be living there as a member of the family. That means you'll be partaking in household chores, you'll be partaking in family events like birthdays and stuff like that. You're not just living your own life in another person's home. So and for that you'll be getting like a pocket money of 260 euros, which is like how much is it in US dollars? I don't know. I'll put the exchange rate here, and you see and you'll be getting that, and you'll be like also getting support to go to a language school. So you see, this one method is a bit more reliable than coming as a language student, because then you have to organize everything yourself. When you come as an au pair, you're going to have accommodation to come to, and you're going to also have help in paying the language school. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come here on your own, you're going to have to pay for this language school that you'll be attending. Of course, you get a visa, but you're going to have to pay. And when you come as an au pair, your host family will be responsible for paying not the entire amount, but I think at least a quarter of the language school that you'll be going to. And they're also like required by law to provide you with transport, in terms of like if they're buying you a ticket to be going to and from the language school, they are also bound by law to do that. So this au pair method is like mostly a method that many people use because of the advantages. And then after that, you can like use your time when you're as an au pair, applying for universities, applying for, I don't know, apprenticeships and stuff like that. That's the au pair method. But please go to the Zimbabwe-German Society and get everything written in detail and get all the updated information, because I'm not really sure if what I'm telling you right now is up to date. I'm just telling you the basics so that you know there are actually methods and ways that you can come here without so much stress. And then the third method of coming to Germany that I know of and that I also asked my friends about and like researched about is coming here as like directly coming to university, right? And this one is a bit more complicated or like more time consuming, but it's also the same, because even if ukauya neimwe method kana udozoenda kuchikoro and stuff like that, you're going to go through almost the same. But my advice is to like come here first and then apply for universities while you're already here. But if you need to apply for universities when you're still in Zimbabwe, there's this website that is called Uni Assist, right? You go there and it's more like an agency that helps you apply for schools and helps you check your documents if they're eligible for the degree you want to come and apply. I'll also put the link in the description box. It's not for free. You have to pay 70 euros, which is like, I don't know how many US dollars that is, but not a very huge difference, like maybe 80, 90, something like that. You have to pay, and then they help you look for university and they help you find out if your documents are eligible, if like you can even do the degree you want to do, and then they send you the list of universities to apply to, and if you get the place, you can come. But coming as a student here, the tuition fee on public universities is free. School is for free here. You don't have to pay any tuition if you're going to a public university. The only thing you have to take care of is accommodation, because campus hanafanele kumba kuti like pane raise and stuff like that you have to provide on your own, and like make sure you have it when you're coming here and stuff like that. I'll also look into like different agencies that can help you look for accommodation here whilst you're still in Germany, and I'll tell you guys about it. I might need to make a part 2 for this video because I didn't do my research very well. Yeah, but when you're learning here, tuition is free, like I told you, but you need this account that is called a blocked account, right? This is an account where you deposit money and you use this account as proof at the immigration offices to show that you can take care of yourself and you can afford the living standards in Germany, right? And there's a requirement of how much money is supposed to be in this account. You get all the money back as installments, right? You'll be like given as installments, like maybe 700. And last time I checked, you had to have 10,200 euros in this account for you to be accepted as a university student here in Germany, if you're like coming from a foreign land or a non-EU country, right? 10,200 euros.
An alternative to having that blocked account is having somebody with German citizenship and an eligible salary to sign that they'll be taking care of you. That's also another method to avoid the blocked account.
As I mentioned, coming here as a university student, you can come with SIMSEG or with Cambridge. It's just that when you come with SIMSEG, you're most probably, like if you don't use this Uni Assist thing I told you about, if you come here with SIMSEG, or like if you want to apply after coming here, let's say with au pair, and then now you want to change to going to your university and stuff like that, you're probably going to be asked to do something called a student colleg, right? They will take your documents and process them, and most of the time they treat it like, how can I say this? I'm not getting the English right. Azvina basa nekuti you're going to A-level kana toka university. Most of the time, what kind of varsity, I'm not sure though, like if you're transferring kanochia kuzochinja degree kanoita masters, I'm not sure. But kana wakapedza A-level, most of the time they're going to ask you to do 2 years student colleague or 1 year. This is more like integrating your certificate to be their level of requirement for what they need for university. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what you should know. I'm sorry if I'm making this sound so much complicated, you guys. It's not even. I just have so much ideas and knowledge I want to share that it's coming out haphazard, and I really haven't structured it good. But I really hope somebody will be able to get help with this information I'm showing or I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, you have to do that, and that's all I can basically tell you right now about coming here as a varsity student, as an au pair, or as a language student. There's so many other methods, by the way. That's why I'd advise you, please visit this place called Zimbabwe-German Society. Like, as I am right now, I'm saying all the opportunities in a rush. I'm not going into detail, venturing like exactly in that field. But now that you know already, you can go to the Zimbabwe-German Society and you ask, go ahead about au pair. How does it work? May please let me know. Oh, I heard about going to Germany as a language student. May please tell me the information, the requirements I need. I heard about going to Germany as a university student. Please tell me the information I need. Another method I'd also forgotten to talk about is coming to Germany as a volunteer, like a social worker, I would say, for only a year. Also a maximum of 18 months, right? This you can also apply online when you're still at home, or you can use the first method I told you, that you come here as on tourist visa and then you apply here for like social work. It's called Freiwillige Sozialdienst, right? This is when you volunteer for a year to work either in a hospital, in an orphanage, or in a house of people with disability and stuff like that. Most of the time, these centers also have accommodation. So that and au pair are the two types of coming to Germany with like a guaranteed accommodation waiting for you. Because most of them, they have like this student housing or volunteer housing, stuff like that. Just do your research. I'll also put like a link. I'll put all the links, just so to say it once for all. I'll also put all the links of all the things I'm talking about in the description box so that you can click and find out everything and read on your own all the entire websites. Okay. Another issue I was asked in the questions is discrimination, racism, stuff like that. Well, all I can tell you is that this is everywhere, particularly in all countries that are like non-African. Even in African countries, there's racism, right? Myself, I must say, I have experienced issues of racism directly and indirectly, but I would say here in Germany it's not as dangerous as how you see it being portrayed in America or or the countries in the United States and stuff like that. In Germany, I haven't personally had an encounter that I was like, I don't know, shot by the police or like stuff like that. But I've had issues like maybe, I don't know, just being treated a bit differently because I'm black. It could be in the supermarket and stuff like that, that without like actually realizing it or like thinking about it, you might just think, oh, it's general. But then when you really think about it, you're like, And I would say that most, not all by the way, but most of the people here in Germany have the mentality that people from Africa are not intelligent, because you come here and you have to learn language. But this is actually not true. This is actually most of the time vice versa, that like they're way smarter than some of the people here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there is racism, there is discrimination, but it's not as dangerous or life-threatening as it is in America, I would say. Yeah, it's all about having a tough skin, standing your ground, and knowing what you want and proving yourself, knowing what you came for, and all the other things you just push aside. Or like when you're really treated unfairly, I would say that you report about it. Either you're gonna get justice or not, but yeah, that's just about it. Because there's this thing that they say, you're in our country and stuff like that, you know. Most intelligent people don't even do that. Mostly it's just the ignorant ones who are like jealous that you're here, or you have a good job, or you're making a future for yourself, something that they couldn't achieve. Most of those are the ones that are racist. But some people with like their life in order and they're losing nothing from you coming here, or they don't see you as a threat, they're totally okay. I would say. Another question that I got asked is, how do German people view Hitler? I haven't like spoken to every German person I know, but most of them, or the ones I've spoken to, they hate Hitler. Like, they don't like him. It's just the same feeling how you have about him. They don't like him, and most of the time when you're like doing a behavior that's a bit of asocial, something like that, they call you a Nazi. Like, it's like the biggest insult you can ever get here, being called a Nazi. So that kind of just shows that they don't like him. I won't discuss further about Hitler. I don't like him personally, so case closed. Somebody asked me about scholarships, and like I said on the first part of the video, here university tuition is for free. The only thing you have to pay is accommodation, or which is not that expensive if you're learning in a small city. I would say rent will be like starting from 300 400 euros and going up. But when you come here as a student, like I said, you're going to need this blocked account. You're going to need to have this money. You can't avoid it. Either you're coming to a free school or anything of the sort, doesn't matter. You still have to have this 10,200 in an account that is controlled by the government or the school. I don't know, but they give you the money back in installments so that you'll be able to pay rent. You'll be able to buy food and stuff like that. And also while you're as a student, you can have some part-time jobs that are allowed at learning at most 450 euros. So it will be quite affordable, but only if you first have this blocked account, which is like the biggest hassle for many people, I would say. But once you get it, you're good to go. And so because of the fact that tuition is free, I don't really know a lot about the scholarship opportunities or stuff like that. I'll also do my research on that and give you guys a part 2, because somebody asked me about soccer scholarships and stuff like that. But if you're really coming to a public university, you don't mostly need a scholarship. But I still think there are scholarships. I'll find out about them and let you guys know in the part 2 of my video. And speaking on public universities that are free, I'm also going to put a link of all the universities that I know of that are actually public universities and are free of charge. I'll put the link in the description box, and I hope you guys can inform yourself and find something helpful from all that info. And another question that I got asked is, the language really hard there, and are there better opportunities there? I would say for me, learning German wasn't too difficult because it was interesting for me, right? So I would say it's the mindset you approach it with that will determine whether it's difficult or it's doable for you. You know what I'm saying? I learned German firstly at the Zimbabwean-German Society, like I told you. And I came here and I kept on going to language school, and I also learned through listening to German music. Like, I really love Deutschrap. I love it. And I was able, because I liked it so much and I liked the beats and stuff, I really needed to understand what they were singing in order to vibe along with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not complicated. I would be lying if I say it's not complicated. The German language is something else, but it's all about the zeal you have for learning the language and the need you have that will make your attitude a bit better and therefore make your learning a bit better. So that's all I can tell you. I can't tell you generally if it's easy or difficult, because this is totally reliable or totally dependent Oh my god. See, my English is so bad now. Totally dependent on which attitude you approach it with. That's all I can say. Yeah. And if there are better opportunities here, there are lots of opportunities. Especially once you can speak German, like doors literally open in front of you. You can get so many part-time jobs when you're a student. You can understand what you're applying for. You can understand the documents after some time and stuff like that. Yeah, there are so many opportunities here. Once you come here and you manage to like secure a place of stay and stuff like that, you find out that there are dozens of opportunities. If you're not lazy, you definitely find something to do and how to earn money here in Germany. So this was the first part of my video, you guys. Let me know if the information I shared with you managed to help you anyway, because I have a feeling that I was just talking Durcheinander, we call it, and let me know if it helped you. And for all those people who asked me about soccer scholarships and about transfer credits from France and coming from another education system and transferring here, I haven't had the time to look into that because neither myself or my friends have really used that method. So I'll need to do my research first before giving you guys false information. And for that, I'm going to make a part 2 of this video, venturing into scholarships and transfer credits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I really hope you enjoyed. If you managed to get help, please don't forget to share this video with some of your friends, relatives, or anybody who is curious to know about methods of coming to Germany. I'll definitely also put all the links in the description box as I promised. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.